Okay, the camera's rolling. Hi, my name is David Hill. I'm the inventor of the UVIEW and the founder of the company. Welcome to my home office, bedroom, studio / indoor jungle, basically. So I recently picked up the GoPro Hero 11, so I figured I'll do a little unboxing video. It would be my first. Could be fun. And then at the same time, I figured I'd talk a little about some things I've been thinking about. First thing would be the 3 most important improvements to the GoPro Hero 11 that will benefit the UVIEW angle. And then we'll get into a little why I opted to not buy the Volta grip. And I'll compare it a little to the UVIEW. And then lastly, or first the unboxing, and then lastly, where I'm currently at regarding the future UVIEW launch. So we're getting close. Okay, let's get into the video. So the first improvement to the GoPro Hero 11 that benefits the UVIEW is the increased aspect ratio. Now you can basically film in a square, which would enable you to get one shot, and then you can choose, do you want to use the horizontal view or the vertical view for Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook? Obviously, I think the UVIEW works better in general with the horizontal view, as the GoPro does in general. But with this increased aspect ratio, it still gives you some more options. For example, when you're climbing. So when you're climbing, you can already capture what your hands do, but with the increased aspect ratio, you can basically capture your whole body. So you can see, okay, I used this grip for the left hand, and then I used this grip for the right foot. And you can maybe, for example, film how you took a certain route. It could be an instruction video, or, there's a lot of more options, basically. Also, if you film and the angle of the GoPro is slightly wrong, you can just choose a different part. So you can always capture yourself exactly where you want in the image. So the second thing the Hero 11 has improved that will benefit the UVIEW is the horizon lock. On occasion, when I've been out filming with the UVIEW, the camera has been slightly tilted, which would somewhat ruin video. One example would be the Augsmatorn hike we did this summer, where this prototype I was using at the time had been worn out a little. So this meant the pole went in further on one side, and then it became a little tilted. Obviously this has been fixed for the newer versions of the connector, and it'll be the final product is definitely going to be a much more robust product and should probably last a lifetime, I hope. Anyway, had the Hero 8 I was using at the time had the horizon lock, I could just activated that before filming, and it would have been leveled. So that would be a backup system, basically, for the UVIEW in case something like this happens. But in general, the UVIEW will get you very stable video, so there shouldn't be an issue, I hope. The third improvement of the Hero 11 that benefits the UVIEW that I want to mention is the HyperSmooth 5.0. So I've had a lot of GoPros throughout the years, and the most recent one is the Hero 8, which was the first one I had with HyperSmooth. And it works really well with the UVIEW. So an improvement in this will be an improvement in UVIEW video, I figure. But there is one thing I want to mention, though, and that's that when you use a HyperSmooth with the UVIEW, say you are the hand, and then the camera will stabilize on the background, which will mean you might move around a little in the image. Whereas if the HyperSmooth is off, the UVIEW makes sure that you will always be the center of the image, however you move about, basically. So then you got 2 options. Either you are very centered and stable, and the background is slightly more shaky, or you move around a little in the image and the background is stable. So regarding of what you're doing and filming, you should probably experiment with both and see what you like most. For me, I often opt for the HyperSmooth, especially for hiking and those kind of things where you want to see the background nice and clear. But for other situations, it might be better with HyperSmooth off. So experiment with that and see what you like, basically. I was considering getting the Hero 11 Creators Edition, including the Volta grip, but eventually opted to not get it. There's a couple of reasons for this. First, of course, is I already had the light mod, but then I was thinking a lot about, would I actually use the Volta grip? And I realized I probably wouldn't. I already had the Shorty, and I brought that on a lot of hiking trips and traveling, and I end up not using it. Because if I need a short selfie stick, I would just hold the UView like this. I wouldn't spend the time detaching it from this to add it to this little pole. And if I want a proper selfie stick, I'll just attach the UView to the hiking pole, and it can be like 1.4 meters long, and that's just better. Then for the tripod part of the Volta, again, the UView can be a tripod. So you can have a tripod that's like this high or 1.5 meters high, basically. So the UView is just a more versatile attachment, basically. And when I'm traveling, I try to keep the weight low, right? I don't want to bring too much stuff that I end up not using that much. So I don't even bring a head strap or a chest strap, because I think the UV angle is better when you can see yourself. And of course, the Volta has battery, but I wouldn't put that back on the UView. I'd just bring an extra battery and exchange the battery instead. So yeah, the UView for me at least is just more versatile. And yeah, that was my little UView pitch. Let's get into the unboxing. So I figured we'll start with this. The Enduro battery isn't really necessary to open. This will open as well, I guess. So it's a nice packaging as usual, I guess. My first unpacking or unboxing video. So your camera must be updated before you can use it. That I figured. So cable, of course. Is there only the round mount? Yeah, oh, that sucks. Well, luckily, I intend to ship the UView connector with the flat adhesive mount. So you'll get that anyway. Doesn't really matter. It's just too bad in a sense. Oh, and the Enduro battery, which supposedly lasts longer and is better in cold. So when you go skiing, for example. So it looks exactly like the Hero 10, I've heard. I haven't, I'd never got the Hero 10. I hope these are more stable than on my 8, because they weren't always perfectly stable, I figured. Maybe they are now. Final part of the video, which is about where I'm currently at regarding the launch of the UView system. So what I'm sitting with at the moment is making a UView website, UView.se. Hopefully it'll be finished in 2-3 weeks, so please go and check it out. On this website, you will be able to pre-purchase the UView system. So basically, I need the funding to make all of these expensive parts, right? And this will be, at the same time, get the funding and also test the market. Is there an interest in the UView? Because I don't know if people want to buy this product, if this is a good enough angle. well, of course, I think it is, but I don't know if anybody else will be willing to pay money for it. So please go and check it out. And everything else basically is kind of ready to go. I'm in contact with all the different producers and made prototypes of every part and so on, and tested it a lot out in the field. As you can see by all the video I've posted so far, there's loads more videos to post as well. I just haven't edited everything yet. So, well, follow on YouTube, by the way. That's where I post most of the stuff. I'm also on some of the other social media apps, but the GoPro videos are best for YouTube, I figure. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and are there any questions? Let me know down in the comments, and see you on UVIEW.se, I hope.